Comedy for Christmas on BBC1.
So you'll be alone on Christmas Day then, will you?
Yep, just me and my pet turkey.
Oh, what about Boxing Day?
It'll be just me. And we have just heard that due to bad weather, the strike at Heathrow has been diverted to Manchester.
It's Him and Him, Friday at 8:10 on BBC1.
BBC2 in a moment profiles the head of Britain's civil service, Sir Robin Butler, who manages the unwieldy corridors of power in a portrait of the modern Mandarin. Here on BBC1, we've another challenge for Bill Beaumont and Ian Botham in A Question of Sport.
Hello, welcome to Question of Sport, in which Ian Botham and Bill Beaumont are still level, 4 rounds each. Well, Ian's partners tonight are Brian Marwood and Steve Davis. Brian, who this season has played the best football of his career, which started with Hull City, then Sheffield Wednesday, which has now really blossomed with Arsenal. So much so, he's an England squad member. And Steve, the snooker champion of the world, who's had a marvellous last couple of weeks, winning £100,000 as the first ever world match play champion, and winning, too, your admiration at home. You voted him the BBC Sports Personality of the Year. Bill's team members both depend a great deal on speed. Chrissy Cahill first arrived on the scene as Chris Boxer, setting British records at 800 and 1,500 metres and winning Commonwealth gold. She's run the fastest ever 1,500 metres by a British-born athlete and was 4th in the Olympic 1,500 metres, Britain's highest ever placing. While Wayne Gardner is the Australian motorcyclist who spends much of the year in Great Britain. In the past 2 seasons, he's finished 1st and 2nd in the World 500cc Championship and also been Australia's Sportsman of the Year.
Enjoy it, we'll have a bit of fun. Yeah.
Round 1, where so much depends on luck. The numbers are covering a sportsman or woman you're asked to name. Well, Brian Marwood, you begin the game tonight. First time, by the way, of the programme, Brian. You do know the game. I hope you watch.
No, never seen one. I'll start with number 7, please, David. It's a golfer.
Ian and Steve can help.
Hal Sutton.
Oh, yeah.
Hal
Sutton.
The American golfer?
Yeah.
No. Bonus chance straight away.
Was it Dunpole or something? Crenshaw? Yeah, Crenshaw. Ben Crenshaw.
Ben Crenshaw. Paul Aziger. Runner-up to Nick Faldo in last year's Open. Chris?
Number 5, please.
Roger Davis.
Is it?
Roger Davis.
Right, my good captain here tells me it's Roger Davis.
The Australian golfer, he tells you rightly so. Steve?
4, thank you.
Number 4.
Get an obscure snooker player.
Oh, you can't believe that, can you? It's Steve James. He's a very good snooker player.
What's he like on the bike?
A million years.
It's a fascination he's got. There was 2 snooker players that went into bikes. One was Terry Griffiths and one was Steve James. And Terry was caught up and down the M4 a few times, so he traded his in for a snooker cue. And now we're left with Steve James.
Actually, Steve James, I think, had the highest break at this year's World Championship.
Correct, for 2
140,
points.
wasn't it?
Yes.
That's a nice one, Steve, actually. That's the first time I've ever been awarded 2 points. Wayne?
9. She's left-handed anyway.
Don't fall into the obvious trap.
Chris Lloyd.
Chris Everett Lloyd, now Mills. She married the American skier, isn't she? Andy Mills. And Ian's turn.
Number 8, please, David.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Rob Andrew.
That's right, the England and Wasps outside half. Good one for you. Bill, you complete the first round.
Number 1, please, David.
Good one.
9. Is it?
No.
Have a good look.
Nigel Melville?
Not Nigel Mason.
Not,
Oh, right.
no, it's not smelly. No, it's not. Bruce French.
No, it's not Bruce French.
Well, very confident over here, so I'm sitting back and all yours, mate.
Is it Brian McClare?
It's Brian McClare, the Scottish international playing cricket. That's a very good spot indeed. So, end of the round, and Ian has the lead because of that. He's got 6 to Bill's 4. And now for the round in which the team members have to rely on what they know about their sport. Brian Marwood, Queen's Park Rangers against Spurs in 1985. Concentrate on 2 strikers who are using their heads, and very well too.
The first one is Gary Bannister, who's now at Coventry, and the second one is Mark Falco, who's now at QPR.
Well done. And of course, Gary Bannister was a clubmate of yours at Sheffield Wednesday.
Actually, they bought me to replace Gary, so I just came as he left. So.
Okay. Just overlapped by about 24 hours. Right, Chris, Stuttgart is your venue, and the 1986 European Championship 3,000 metres final. All 3 medalists on view. Any 2 for the first 3, please.
Right. It's Bondarenko won with Puig 2nd, and Yvonne just beat Zola to get 3rd place.
All right, got the 1, 2, 3, 4 there.
The crowd of 48,500.
2 points. Steve, you have 2 players taking part in the Rothmans Grand Prix last year, and the clues, the queuing actions of both, and someone's feet. How about that?
Yes, they were a size 8. And the only snooker player who wears a size 8, as far as I know, is Eddie Charlton. He was the last one. And and the other pair were well, I think they were leather soles as well, and they were Tony Knowles's.
I've got to tell you, Steve, there's only 1 pair of shoes there.
But I saw 2.
Yeah, they were both at the same feet, on the same man's feet.
What, and by coincidence, I got both right?
Who's umpiring this match? I mean, he's given me 2 points, and you know you declare it right before I've said it's right, but it is right. That's a good one, that. Wayne, across to you. You're going back in time to the British Grand Prix in 1984, and the winner just about to take the lead, passing the rider who finished 2nd. We want to know about both.
I think I can just about manage that one. Rani Mamola on the Honda and Eddie Lawson on the Yamaha.
Mamola passing Lawson.
Yes.
Mamola won the race. You get your 2. Ian, captains now, you're on your own subjects tonight, but it does go on offer if you get it wrong, okay? The guest don't.
Write it down.
Right, you've got a 1-day final this year, Derbyshire versus Hampshire. A spectacular catch in the Hampshire innings, the batsman, and the successful man in the field, please.
Batsman's Robin Smith.
1 point.
And was the fielder Judge Newman? Paul Newman?
No. So you've got 1 out of 2, and it goes on off and across to Bill's side.
And Morris.
Steve Goldsmith. Were you commentating on that?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah. I probably got it wrong at the time.
OK, Bill.
Yep.
Wales versus Australia, 1984. 2 Aussie tries, scored by...
Pass.
The first try scorer, Bill.
Tommy Lawton.
He's big, isn't he?
He's the biggest hooker I've ever seen. I wouldn't like to feed him anyway.
And the second scorer?
Michael Liner.
Australia 128.9, and you've had no problems. 2 points. So 1 point the difference now. Ian 11, Bill has 10. For round 3 now, and the mystery men and women who make life hard for the 2 teams. Ian, Brian, Steve, who's the guest artist playing guitar with this group?
One Bono, was it? No,
Bruce Springsteen.
You do know him?
Well, I know when you say it, I'm going to go, oh, yeah.
What shoes did he have on? If we'd have seen his shoes, we'd have been all right.
I can't see him getting to the Birch or Bass House in...
I can't see Mac playing, John McEnroe playing at the Birch Bass House.
I know the face, you know.
Well,
that's what we're here for, isn't
we think it's a footballer. The only bloke I know who plays... Ali McCoist.
Ali?
Sly
or if you like, this year's FA Cup final?
Cork.
Wrong.
FA Cup final.
Yeah, sorry, wrong. You said Alan Cork.
Isn't he hard?
No.
Laurie Sanchez.
Laurie Sanchez got the winning goal for Wimbledon, Brian, against Liverpool. The classic error there, you dived right in, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mind you, Bill will be running laps of honour for weeks now, having got a football question.
But I'm not in the hybrid dressing room enough for next week.
Right, Chris, home or away?
Home, please.
The only British woman to have won a European Cup final, 1,500 metres gold medal is...
Kirsty Wade.
Yes, that's right, in 1987. You've got your point. Stephen?
Whatever you want.
Home or away?
Work me from the back. Home.
Tell me, he said home. Press 2 up.
Home.
Which player scored his first 147 break in tournament play during last year's UK Championship?
Willie Thorne.
Willie Thorne against Tommy Murphy. Incidentally, somebody said he's hit 79 maximums in practice. Is that right?
No, because a couple of days have gone by since then. It's up to about 84 now. No, actually, the last time I talked to Willie, it was 97. Yes, but it goes up every week. So it could well be, by the time we talk now, he could probably have made his 100.
You got your point. Wayne, home or away?
Home.
Scores are level at the moment. Who's the only man to have held the 250cc and 500cc world titles at the same time?
Freddie Spencer.
1985. Gets you one. Ian, you're one behind now. Home or away?
You'll have to go away. It's your
You're only one behind.
We're only one behind. I'll stay home. Bottled it.
Who, last month, became the first bowler for 12 years to perform a hat-trick in Test cricket?
Who last month? Courtney Walsh, and it was followed up by Merv Hughes in the following test.
Right, Bill?
He's put me under pressure now going home, hasn't he? I'll have a home question, please, David.
Well, if you get it right, you take the lead.
If I get it right.
The player who's kicked the most penalty goals in an international championship season is... Penalties.
Penalties. Paul Thorburn.
Of Wales, 16 in 86. And that means that Bill takes the lead by 14 points to 13. Well, round 5 is where we play the action, stop it, and the teams have the simple job of explaining what followed. Ian, boxing from the Seoul Olympics for you three, Kim of Korea versus Hamid of Sudan in the super heavyweight division. They're about to start. What happened next?
The towel was thrown in because the guy had a beard.
Now steady.
Because the guy had a beard.
You're not allowed to have, you can't, in the Olympic boxing, you're meant to shave. You're meant to be clean shaven. And the towel was thrown in because the guy, the Korean, the big guy, had a growth of beard and there was a complaint.
OK, you get your 2 points because the towel was thrown in. So that's the answer we're looking for. A very odd incident indeed. They just spar around for about 6-7 seconds, and watching the corner of the shot, the towel comes in from the Sudanese corner. Now, both boxers are amazed. The Korean doesn't know what's happened. The Sudanese is waved back to the corner. He's been retired by his second. The corner thought the Sudanese would be outclassed. The official record shows he was retired by his corner. There is a rule, by the way, Ian, about beards, but that didn't apply, apparently, in this case. Right, Bill and co, you have cricket. And the third test in Auckland, New Zealand. Gatting is coming into bowl to Parker.
Gatting? That's Mike Gatting.
Well, that was Mike Gatting. Actually, Ian, that was before he had the nose job.
That's before he had about 3 stone and all.
We haven't got a clue, but the batsman, Parker, hits it towards the square leg and it's caught by a spectator.
You've been caught by that, William, and it goes across the other side. Of course, Ian's the fount of all knowledge there on cricket. How far back does that go, then?
I think that was our first tour in 76. 7. That's all right. I think we had, yes, it was, because we did, that's why Gat's so thin, of course, we did Pakistan first leg. Yeah, I'm not joking. That's true.
So what happened next?
You had some bowl movement.
The only thing I can think of, totally stupid, Gat came in the bowl and fell over.
Mike Gatty came into bowl and fell over?
Yeah.
Ian now has 17 points to Bill's 14. Well, let's see how well they can use the 60 seconds they get in round number 6. Ian's team first. Happy?
Yeah.
Let's go. Golf. The leading money winner on this year's American tour was?
Curtis Strange.
Snooker. The man who's won 3 Masters at Wembley in the 80s is?
Ray Reardon, Steve Davis, Terry Griffiths, I don't know.
2 you should know then.
Bruce Grobler, David Gower.
Yes. Soccer. The team which lost its Football League place last season was?
Lincoln. Sorry. Newport County.
Newport.
Yeah.
Alistair Allen was an Olympic silver medalist in which sport?
Move on.
Their surnames are all Forrests in the UK.
Spencer and Higgins. Spencer or Higgins it is.
All right, so what do you want? Surnames?
Their surnames are all Forrests in the UK.
Beverly New. Beverly New, golf.
Beverly New, yep. Forrest.
Sherwood.
Steve
Sherwood.
Steve Sherwood, good one.
Yeah.
Paul.
What
And
was
Snooker, the man who's won 3 Masters at Wembley in the 80s is?
Steve Davis, Terry Griffiths and Ray Reardon, John Spencer, Doug Mountjoy,
What was the other one with
Alex
nothing?
Higgins.
That one.
Who else is there?
Paul Wood. Paul.
Right. You did well there, 6 out of 9. 1 you missed on the caption. Paul Dean, Rugby Union, the Forest of Dean. Alistair Allen was Olympic silver medalist in which sport? Shooting, the small ball. Now, Steve, Snooker, the man who's won
Terry
3
Griffiths.
Masters at Wembley in the 80s is? Cliff Thorburn.
Is he really?
Right, Bill, Chris, Wayne, ready to go?
Try. Yeah.
Let's start.
Keep shouting.
Soccer. The 1990 World Cup will be held where?
Italy.
Australia's Chris Dittmar plays which sport?
Squash.
2 to recognise.
Alan Jones.
Yeah?
Oh, that's Steve Crabb.
Yeah.
Can, yeah.
Athletics. Scotland's only gold medalist at the last Commonwealth Games was?
Liz Lynch.
Liz
McColgan.
McColgan, yeah. Motorcycling. Where would you find the Melbourne hairpin? Motorcycling.
Donington Park.
Yeah. Can you spot parts of Wales in these names? Plenty of time.
John Conway.
Yes. Conway and Wales.
Barry Lane.
Barry Lane. Yes.
And
1 left.
Cardigan Connor.
The lot. 9 out of 9. 100% for Bill's team there, and that puts the scores level, 23 points each.
Just a quick bit to go now.
6 pictures left. The match to be won or lost. Brian Marwood has first choice.
Number 11, please, Dave.
Good man.
Is it? Oh, it's Oxford. Is that Dean Saunders of Oxford? When he's Oxford.
You've got it. He's now at Derby, isn't he? £1 million striker. That's an important one, that. Chris, your number, please.
Number 6, please.
This could make a big difference.
Smart. Liz Smiley.
He's right. The score's level. Steve.
3, thank you.
That's the athlete.
Down to you, lads. I've got no.
Your middle distance runner.
Chris is waiting to move in.
Liz.
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 Liz? Liz McColgan.
Yeah, that was, we'll have a go.
Very good, Ian. Wrong.
Ian, you've lost, mate. Sorry, it's just the way it is. I apologise for picking number 3. It's over to your turn.
Can't wait for this one. It's not a very flattering picture of her, but it's Shireen Bailey.
Who was in the Olympic final for Great Britain
Yes.
with you.
Oh.
2 points.
Brilliant.
That means you're now 2 points in front. And this time it's Wayne's turn.
2.
He's not a Worcester player. Alan Border.
Big guy, though.
Shall we go for it?
Yeah.
Alan Border.
The Australian captain gives Ian the chance to move in.
Alan Lamb.
Alan Lamb's your offer. Good.
Yeah? Well done, that is good.
You're level at 27 points each, and the captain's left. Ian?
There's a motorcyclist in there, so... Oh, whichever one I say it's going to be. 10. Please don't.
And you've got the motorcycle.
Is it Randy? What's his name? No, Randy, what's his name? Randy Mamola, whatever his name is, so I got him.
It is not.
Big moment, Wayne.
This is it. This is my big chance. Kenny Roberts.
Kenny Roberts gets you 3 times the world champion, 78, 79 and 80, and you take the lead.
But what is number 12 going to have?
Bill 29, Ian 27, and number 12 for Bill's team.
Oh,
Ron
I know.
Clark.
Ron Clark, the Australian.
Ron Clark.
Australia, holder of 17 world records, and you win the match.
Thank you very much.
What was I doing there? One bad, was I? Going through the old motorcycles there.
So, in terms of rounds, Bill now leads Ian by 5 rounds to 4. Well, that's it. We hope you've enjoyed the programme, and we'll be back with a special on Boxing Day. Taking part will be Bernard Manning, David Coleman, who plays Aveline in Bread, Tim Rice, and Frank Carson. Boxing Day Question of Sport will be on BBC1 at 6 o'clock. We all hope you have a happy Christmas. From all of us here, goodbye.